Hey, how you doing, folks? Old Des Catties. In this little video, short one, I want to talk about these sort of survival cards that are sort of, I've seen them spriting about quite a lot. You know, a couple of videos I've watched of grey bearded green beret and such like. Are these kind of survival cards? And I kind of used to poo-poo them personally. You know, I used to think, you know, what's the point of that, blah, 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 blah. But as I've given it more thought, I actually think they're quite a good thing to have. If I take this one out of the car, I recently just purchased it, so I'm quite, you know, apart from just having a look at it, I'm quite blind to actually just, you know, it's a new item that I've bought. And as you can see there, it's got a series of, you know, like fish hooks, saws. There's even there's a set of tweezers. There's also sort of toggles there for snares and such like. There even looks like there's a sort of like a frog gig there, and some little needles and so on and so forth. There's looks like almost like an awl there, and it's quite a natty bit of kit. I think, like, when you think, I mean, there's a load of different ones out, but obviously I bought this one from Heinnie Haynes, company in the UK, not affiliated with them at all. And this is obviously the Readyman survival card, price up for about a tenner or something like that. But the beauty of it, I suppose, is that it doesn't take up no space at all. You know, if you're a prepper of types, and you like to, you know, you want something to carry in your bug out bag and all the rest of it, it's handy just to slip in your bug out bag. If you're a bushcraft or an outdoor person such as I, you know, that's handy just to either slip in a rucksack or slip in your pocket or whatever, and then you've got something there immediate that that would kind of get you out of a potential, you know, kind of help you in, you know, give you a little bit more of a head start when it comes to sort of procuring, you know, sort of maybe trying to collect food, or even just trying to get yourself out of some sort of dangerous situation, as it were. I mean, the saw, you know, I mean, come on, I mean, but if you've got nothing, then that saw is going to be like, you know, that's going to be like having a bow saw, isn't it? You know, and same with the fish hooks and everything else. And I think maybe with a combination of having some kind of sort of paracord. Now this fire cord, for example, this is the one that's got the, you know, it's got wire in it. It's got the jute cord for fire lighting. It's got some thread in there, and obviously we've got the wire as well. And I mean, and fishing line as well. And also, if you've sort of got a length of this, you know, in conjunction with that, I mean, all right, that's a clumpy old lump there, but together, even if you've got it coiled round, sort of like the sheath of your knife, you know, you've got some emergency fishing line. You've got something, the means to make fire with, and then, you know, you can obviously make some fish hooks or even knock up some traps from the with the wire that's in the cordage. So yeah, it's quite a simple, isn't it? And I kind of, as I say, I'm one of these people that, you know, sometimes I let my mind get carried away with it, and I start, you know, straight away I'm like, nah, that's a load of crap or whatever. But as I've sort of coming around to thinking them about now more and more, I thought, right, I'm going to get one, and I'm going to try it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break a few bits off it, or break off at least one bit of it, and I'll see if I can. I'm going to use one of these and just see if I can attach it as some kind of sort of arrowhead or whatever. So when you haven't got sort of bone and deer antler and stuff like that around, and all the rest of it, you know, and, you know, flint, this is sort of, you know, this will get you off the starting block, wouldn't it? You know, so right. So I've just detached one of the sort of arrowheads. There's still a couple of little fish hooks on there. So I think, obviously, because they're attached with just a little bit of, you know, sort of thin metal, it's just a matter of sort of bending it to and fro till it kind of snaps off. Yeah, so there's one of the fish hooks. I'll take off the other one as well. So what I'm going to use then, I've obviously got the arrowhead there. There's still a slight little square bit on top there that I'm having trouble getting off. I'll probably leave that on there for now because I am not going to be using it. So what I've got the this cordage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bit of the kern out of there to attach to a piece of wood to a length of stick there, just to see how we get on. Now, can I just say something, right? I've cut two lengths of cordage here, and from my experience I've done a few survival courses and that sort of stuff, and let me tell you, I mean, at the moment I've had sort of bacon and eggs for breakfast, a couple of cups of coffee. I'm not in any stress or anything else like that. I'm not in a survival situation now or anything like that, okay? But let me tell you that when it becomes live, even in just a practice scenario, all right, everything becomes harder, okay? Even down to, doing fiddly things like putting a fisherman's knot into that. Now, I mean, the beauty of these arrowheads as well, because they're nice and flat, you ain't even got to muck around with actually sort of, trying to cut it out like you would trying to put an arrowhead in made from antler or something like that. You literally just have to split the top of it, and because it's that thin, it'll obviously slip inside there quite easy. Okay, and as you can see there now, I'm just literally winding the paracord gently around to bound the arrowhead into the bit of wood. Now these are quite, they're actually quite sharp. So I mean, even if you I mean, I've literally, for demonstration purposes, I've only used a shorter bit of wood, but you could potentially just cut it down to so far and just use it as a knife. If you've got no cutting tools with you, then you've got that option of using it as a cutting tool as well. So yeah, there you go. I mean, that's just with a piece of kern from the paracord. It's nice and solid in there, and as I say, you've either got that as a means of even if you wanted to make some sort of atlatl spear, arrowhead, whatever, or even just use it as some sort of cutting tool. As I say, if you cut it down so far, you've got a little cutting tool there as well. But when you've got nothing at all, anything you do have is obviously a bonus. And it's not, it's not good to sort of categorize it as oh, it's better than nothing, because I mean, if it's better than nothing, then it's pretty crap, isn't it? You want something, you want something that's still going to be useful, regardless of better than nothing at all. Don't really work. All right, so I'm not going to sort of cut it all out. I just wanted to sort of show you, sort of one item from it. All right, so that's the card. I mean, it's quite as I say, it's a nice little handy bit of kit. Doesn't take up no space at all. Very lightweight. And as I say, you've got your fish hooks and all your other bits sort of mostly affiliated with sort of game or catching some sort of game. All right, and then obviously you've got a saw, even a pair of tweezers and such like on there to use. So go check them, go and check out. There's plenty of them, just put in survival cards. I mean, I literally just put in survival cards UK and this one come up and I went for this one, but there's plenty more on the market. Just have a hunt around. Amazon's normally a good bet in it and such like, but I bought this one from Heinnie Haynes here in the UK. All right, so there it is, folks. All right, so that's one of those Readyman cards, all right, or survival cards as it were. Okay, so thanks for watching, folks. Please take care. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you want to leave a comment, please do, or even share some of your, if you have got these cards already, or recommend some others, because I wouldn't mind getting a few others as well and trying them out. All right, and let us know. All right, so take care, folks. All the best. Des Katie sign out, and I'll see you on the flip side. Mwah.